Zach, the deal is done. You'll be staying as a Huddersfield Giant for at least the next 2 years. Just let us know how pleased you are that that's that contract's signed on the dotted line.
Yeah, mate, it's really good. Obviously, I've been in talks with the club from pretty early on in the year about they were keen to keep me, and I was pretty keen to stay. So, yeah, it was really easy to come to that decision. And there's a lot of good people here who are committed to getting the club going in the right direction. It's something I really want to be a part of. So, stoked to be here for a couple more years.
Obviously, you've only been here since the start of pre-season, but just how have you and your family sort of settled in the UK?
Yeah, we really like it. Me and my partner. She's had a really good time here. We've seen a few places that we haven't seen before and done a little bit of travelling. So we're really keen to do that and keep going along my rugby league journey with the Giants.
And obviously we've spoken about before that you've had a couple of injuries. Well, the same injury, but done it twice. It was a little bit of a freak accident, but you're back playing now. And just how important was your recovery in that? And doing everything right and putting the hard work in to get to where you are now and back on the field and playing for the Giants?
Yeah, obviously really important. As you probably know and everyone knows here, I'm very impatient. I'm not a very good spectator, so I was trying all sorts of different things to get back as quick as I can, and luckily I was back well before the diagnosed date. So yeah, it's good to have my my legs back underneath me now and a few games under my belts, and it can only get better from here.
And I'm just going to read you some stats from the weekend for you. 80 minutes, 0 missed tackles, 47 tackles and 2 try assists. You really are playing some really good rugby at the moment.
Yeah, look, I was probably due for that, to be honest with you. That's just that comes from the hard work we put in as a team. I was the recipient on the end of some of the tries on the weekend, but whether it's Clooney or Tui, it doesn't really matter as long as we are scoring tries and we're competing in games. So yeah, like I said, that was really nice, but I would have much preferred to get the win. So hopefully we get that this weekend.
And just finally, obviously we know you're here for the next 2 years at least. What are your goals and ambitions for personally, but also for a club point of view as well for the next 2 years?
Yeah, look, I want to be competing for trophies. That's like no one plays footy to lose. I've saw the Challenge Cup final and what that meant to whole KR, and I'd love to be in that same situation, playing on that sort of stage. So that's always the goal, and I'll keep working and doing whatever I have to do to get there, and hopefully that's sooner rather than later.
From club rugby for the moment, what a career you've done on the international stages as well. England, Great Britain. Just how important was that for you, being an Englishman abroad in the NRL, but still being able to come back to to England to play for Great Britain and pull on the England jersey as well?
Yeah, I think I've always really been really proud Englishman over there in Australia, wanting to take it to the Aussies and the Kiwis every week, and I think always really grateful to be able to get the chance to represent my country. I was really, I think, fortunate to get picked in the 13 World Cup. I was sort of a part of that squad for experience in a way. I was only 21 and I got picked in the squad to sort of get me in there and see what it's all about, and it was an awesome experience. And I ended up playing in the first game, which was a bit unexpected really, and I think it set me up really. I got that chance and showed that I can play against the Aussies and the best in the world. And I think a lot of it is obviously luck. You got to be fit at the end of every year. You got to be playing in the team and stuff like that. So I think I just being able to be consistently through the years, being able to put myself in the frame, and like I said, really fortunate to be able to pull that jersey on, and I've cherished every time I've done it. Playing for England, I never thought I would have played as many games as I did, and like I said the other day, I'll never retire from playing for England. Some people do retire from rep football, they call it in Australia, but I'll never do that. I'll always be available if they want to put me in the team, and yeah, I'll love belting out that national anthem. God Save the King now, innit?
Stepping completely away from rugby for this next question, Tom. You know, you moving to Australia gave you the biggest prize of all. You know, you've got a fantastic family with Talia and the kids. Just for you to go over there and your career to have taken that path, and then now look at you, you've got a fantastic family. You must look back and just think, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it is like crazy how you look through your career and you see yourself change as a player, whatever, but you evolve as a person, and yeah, ultimately you meet. I met my partner over there, and I have 3 kids and become a dad. So you're constantly changing, constantly evolving, and like I left England all those years ago as just a young sort of lad wanting to play rugby. At the top level, and now I've come back as a father of 3, married, and yeah, it's definitely crazy to think how things have changed over the years, but it's the best thing ever, being a dad. For me, obviously losing our father was a really tough time when I was young, 15 years old, and I think we were always, all of us are really like big on being a father, the father role, because we know how important it is. So I think it's the best job in the world. Like for me, I'm a father first, and a footy player next, or rugby player I should say now, rugby league player. But yeah, and it's the best role. I love going and picking my kids up from school, and they're going to school around the corner here in Huddersfield now, and it's really cool to be able to go full circle and show them a bit about where Dad's from, and I'm actually not far from where I went to school as well. So it's really nice experience, and I'm just enjoying it all.